And we're live. Oh my gosh, I hate my hair. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get my music going. My hair is just, it's too long. I gotta cut it. I've got to cut it. But how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing today? How's the chat? Ugh. Yo, Golden Moonlight. Got a surprise for me. I'll check the Discord. See what we got. Let's see what we got. Boom. What do we got here? An Emolga. A Benelby. And a Spinarak. And it looks like a little, whatever that fairy type, a Weedle back there, whatever that fairy type is, the Spritzer, the perfume Spritzer one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's going on? What game am I playing? FireRed, brother. FireRed. Let's go. Changed my username on YouTube pretty recently. How do you feel about Broken Worlds? I think we live in one, right? Eclipse Genesis, how are you doing? How are you doing? Always good to see you. Always good to see you. But yeah, I probably have to take a piss, like, right now. But I'm not going to. But I definitely have to take one soon. Now, is ZA good? I don't have the money for both. I don't know either. I played a little bit. So yeah, Golden Moonlight, let us know. What do you think about ZA? Now, I have something fun. I saved. I just saved. I made sure to save. So I can save. The mod chip is not completely ruined everything we have. So we can save. Good news. I just gotta, hold on. Make sure my audio works. Let's go. 1,000 Years by John Michael Howells. A beautiful song. I don't know that song, but I'll take your word for it. Maybe I'll listen to it. Let me write it down, actually. What do you say? A 1,000 years. 1,000 years. Write that down. Write that down. All right, I got exams next week. I'm so not excited for those. So not excited for exams. I'm kind of at that point in my schooling career where I chat GPT literally everything. And then I take a final exam or midterm. And I get a horrible score. I mean, last exam I didn't get a horrible score. I'm just expecting that I'm going to get a horrible score this time. So, that's always fun. That's always fun. It's all accounting bullshit. Not like it really matters. Everything in accounting you can just look up. Like, genuinely, I don't know how accountants have jobs. I mean, I understand, like, there's, like, you know, there's, like, accountability. Like, you need, like, people to be liable for stuff if it goes wrong. So I understand that there's always going to be that component for it. But still. Right now, our team's looking like this. Pretty good, honestly. Not too shabby, if you ask me. We'll battle all the trainers. If we get stuck, we've got an escape rope. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Yo. So far, I like the DLC. Basically work with the berries to make the right donuts for the hyperspace battles. I don't know what any of that means. Donuts? It's okay. One day I'll discover what donuts means. Is it like the sandwiches in Scarlet and Violet? You're double intimidated up on this Charmander. Growl me all you want. That is not going to be... That's not going to affect the amount of damage Water Pulse is going to do to you, bro. Yeah. Have you seen the Oppenheimer footage of him saying, "I become death, destroyer of worlds"? No, I've heard the actual quote because Linkin Park uses it in one of their albums. So I've heard the actual quote itself. I just haven't seen that scene. But yeah, I've heard Oppenheimer say that. Yo, Perius is getting so close, dude. I want that R-Box so bad. I want that R-Box so bad, dude. You can't tell me having 3 Intimidate Mons on the same team Is it going to be 3? We just have Ekans, or Arbok and Gyarados. But, like, maybe Tauros gets added to the team. Who knows? Who knows? But you can't tell me having multiple Intimidate mons to just absolutely wreck the attack stat of any Pokemon that we're fighting. Like, this Headbutt did nothing. That Headbutt literally did nothing. That's how good Intimidate is, bro. It's freaking awesome, dude. Maybe I'll check out the footage after the stream. All right, what do we got? Pokemaniac Steve, that's all you had? That's all you had for us? Dude. I remember when I was a kid, Rock Tunnel was always, like, the hardest dungeon. And it's not necessarily the most tricky, per se, because there's not a lot of HMs you need to use. In fact, I don't think a single HM is actually required to get through it. It's just that there's a ton of trainers, and you're at a low enough level with a small enough selection of Pokemon where you don't really have a counter for everything that shows up on your screen, you know? You can probably take care of maybe 80% of things, but then there's that 20%, that little bit amount of Pokemon that just give you such a hard time. And, I don't know if this is going to be one of them, but having Intimidate helps a ton with these hikers since they all use types that are physical attackers. So that Intimidate, yeah, that would have done basically half our HP if we didn't have an Intimidate up. So, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Just gotta ask y'all, are any of y'all in school? I can't even remember. I think most of you aren't. That's pretty good, honestly, if you ask me. Like, I know Eclipse, you're in high school still, but still. Right? Should I say that? I don't know. I don't know what you're comfortable with, but regardless, I think you're in school. I'll just say that. To my surprise, Staraptor got a Mega Evolution. Its normal typing gets replaced by Fighting and becomes a Flying Fighting. Gets Stab Close Combat. I really do like the Flying Normal type. I think Staraptor might be my favorite regional bird. I don't know about you guys. Chat, what's your favorite regional bird? I think Staraptor might be my favorite. I know it's basic. Like, Pidgeot's got Aura, but it's just kind of, you know, you know what I mean? Noctowl, same thing. Aura, but just not good. Swellow's really good, especially Gut Swellow. But its design, I like it. I really do like its design. But somehow Staraptor, it's got the full set. It's got a great moveset. It's got great stats. You just cannot ignore the fact it's got Brave Bird and Close Combat. That is just an insanely good combo. Throw Quick Attack, Fly, or Return on there. Great Pokemon. It's got Intimidate. And it's awesome. It looks awesome. So, Staraptor's kind of the whole package. Then Unfezant might be the worst of all time. Talonflame's got the typing and the ability. It's really cool. Toucanon. I don't got to talk about Toucanon again. Y'all know my opinion. And Corviknight's dope. Corviknight's up there. I don't even know what is it, the electric bird that's Gen 9? I don't even know what that one is. So, nothing to say about that, bro. Learning finances in school. Let's go. Corviknight's your favorite? Good. Yeah, I'm technically learning finances. Accounting and finance are quite different, but they both matter. They both matter. Let's see what we got here. Dude, Barrios is so close. 2 more levels, right? Or 3, technically. 3 more levels, bro. There are enough Pokemon to cover anything but Dragon. You're just playing bad. Nah. But then you gotta grind. I'm saying without grinding. And yeah, I was bad as a child. I was saying I'm a child, okay? Your Charmander can't thug it out in here. Maybe a Squirtle could. Maybe they could. It's not true. Kilowattrel, that's what it's called. Yeah, I haven't played Gen 9 yet, so I really don't know what we got here. Let's see. I think Cool Hat's still got enough HP to thug it out. Yo, Suicune Club, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Good Friday. Well, not Good Friday, but a Good Friday. We got some more FireRed going. I saved earlier, so now we have saves. I know that my Switch doesn't absolutely destroy... The mod chick doesn't absolutely destroy my Switch, so we're back. We can save. I can technically, like, soft reset for shinies. Technically, bro. How was your day? Eclipse Genesis asks, how was your day? You know, It was a day I woke up early to do some homework with my accounting group, and that was brutal. Because I woke up early, and I realized I really don't know much. Like, I got the answers, but, like, it's kind of like a roundabout way of getting them. Ooh, come on. Glare? Was only like 50% accuracy? 75. It's not horrible. I like it. I like it more than Leer. Dude, Glare is such an upgrade. We can paralyze Pokemon now. Dude, I forgot. No, Arbok might be a goat, dude. Arbok might be a goat. I'm just thinking, Glare, does it learn any? Let me look at its level up moveset. Arbok, Gen 3. Okay. Ooh. So that's its best attacking move. Poison Fang's an egg move. Oh my gosh. Okay, it gets strength. That's good. It gets Sludge Bomb. Perfect. Dude, I love that. Sludge Bomb, Earthquake, Iron Tail, Toxic. Okay. I think Glare. Glare. Our moveset's going to be Glare, Sludge Bomb, Iron Tail, Strength. I think that's a good setup for him. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. Yo! Lena, how you doing? How you doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Just playing some Pokemon. It's better. One of these days, you know, it was just one of these days you did the homework early. I did clean up the house, so that's good. Or my apartment, I guess. Did the dishes finally. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is, bro. Yeah, Staraptor was also my favorite Gen 4 generational bird because Gen 4 was great. It's just a good Pokemon, really. Just one of the best, dude. How's your stream journey going so far? It's all right. I just sort of log in and play a game for 2 hours. If I took it a lot more seriously, I think my reach could get farther. That's the problem with streaming is, like, the active streaming is great. It's fun. It's awesome. But the problem is that only gets you so far. Like, I think it was Ford. Was it Ford that said... Hold on. Ford product philosophy. It was like, if you have a good product, people will come. I think I learned it in economics, bro. Basically, I don't know who, like, coined it, really. Maybe. But I thought it was Ford, but basically the idea is if you build a good product, naturally people will come through word of mouth or other things. But with streaming, it really is, you could be the best streamer in the world. If you don't have the advertising, you're not going to blow up. I mean, it's great that I can just stream, play games, do what I like to do anyways, and I have an audience. Like, the Fly Gang's here. It's fun. On YouTube. Lane, I know you're in Twitch chat, but... I know you're in Twitch chat, but my YouTube chat, you know, we're pretty active. We're fun. We have a good time. But it's just like, I don't know, with school and work, if I have the energy to invest all that time into advertising, because that's the other part of it. You can build a good product, but unless you advertise it, no one's going to know what it is. And it's like, I don't know if I have the energy to clip, because I'm also making videos. I'm also doing work. I'm also doing school. There's just so much going on. And this sounds like an excuse, and it probably is. I just don't know if I have that energy to do it. And I'm content with just streaming to the Fly Gang. Truly. And I forgot the DLC Absol got a new Mega. Yeah, it looks cool. Dark Ghost. I did not know that. That's a cool typing. I've asked before, if you were a gym leader, what type would you specialize in? Arbok is a terrible level up moveset. It's true. But, you know, that's what we got TMs for. If I was a gym leader, I like water. I really do. I like steel, ground, any of those three, really. I feel like that'd be it. I know my name's Flyboy, so it should be flying. We'll say flying. We'll say flying. We'll say flying, bro. Yo! What's up, Dad? I gotta buy it for your Star Wars figures. Yeah, you got way too many of those. Good. The whole thing? Just one fell swoop, get it all out of there? That'll be great, dude. Fly Gang will take over one day. It's true, bro. Well, wins on Sunday, sells on Monday. Fly Gang for life. True. That's a NASCAR saying, right? The stock cars. It's like if you have a good car, wins a NASCAR race, people will buy it. If it's a Chevy, if it's a Ford. That's what the saying comes from, right? I could just be showing I'm a Zoomer with no information. But it's like, that's the advertising, you know? That's the advertising. You could build the greatest Ford ever, but if it's not winning on Sunday, you know, maybe I'm just taking this a whole completely different direction, maybe. But it's like, no one will buy it unless they see it win. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I know you're busy in the game, so I do some amazing arts and hand-drawns, too. Besides all the gaming stuff, thought maybe I'd show you it. Yeah, if you want to, just go send it over to my Twitter. I got it linked in the description on my YouTube and on my Twitch, I think. So if you have any of that, just throw it in there. Also, Discord. We do have a Discord chat if you want to find me in the server and DM me. That'll work, too. It does come from that. Okay. Not completely off base. All right, what do we got here? Barrios is so close, dude. Arbok, I can feel it, dude. I can feel it, bro. I'd probably be a Fairy Gym Leader or Ground. Both great typings. Fairy's busted, so you'd have a great time as a Gym Leader. You know, just throw a Klefki in there and a Zoomeril. You're chilling, bro. You're chilling, dude. Go add me after the stream. I won't forget to show you. All right. I'd say Instagram's probably the best way to reach me. I'd be Steeler Bug. Dude, you got that Durant? Think about it. You get Durant on that team if you did both. Dude, Steel Bug as a type, I think is one of my favorites. Like, just as a pairing. Like, you got Quad Fire weakness, but like Caesar, Durant. Are there any others? Escavalier. There's so many cool ones. It's pretty awesome. I know Switch training takes a little bit longer, but y'all know how it is, bro. I'm about to fight my third Rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon. Those look scary. I'm still not, like, quite into Legends ZA far enough to know what the harder battles are like, but I'm sure it's pretty difficult, so. Calyrex final battle theme goes hard. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. Maybe on stream one day we'll be able to hear it, right? If I get far enough into literally any Pokemon game that isn't like 10, 20 years old now. Dude, 10 years ago, Sun and Moon dropped. I haven't bought a Pokemon game in 10 years, dude. Think about that. It's the last Pokemon game I purchased. It's Pokemon Sun. Burp. It's crazy. Come on. What do we got? We already got Repel going. Oh, we go this way. Dude, these hikers, bro. Okay, never mind. Maybe I thought Rock Cave was a little bit harder, or Rock Tunnel. All these guys are just like spamming Geodude and Onix, so it's really not that hard. I know having Intimidate helps, like double Intimidate on every single Geodude, but like, I don't know. I feel like this is way too easy. I'd have like Sylveon, Primarina, Klefki, and Mimikyu. That's a good setup, dude. That's a good setup. Yeah, that defense curl ain't gonna do much, Geodude. Catch this Water Pulse, bruh. Catch this Water Pulse, bruh. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna run out of Water Pulses, though, so that's gonna suck. Dude, so close. Dude, that Arbok's gonna be awesome. Ooh, a Graveler. We'll double Intimidate up this Graveler. That'll be good. Graveler is actually the first scary Pokemon we've run into. Because Onix looks scary, but it's got such a dismal or abysmal attack stat that it doesn't really matter what you do. Like, it could use a Rock Throw. It's not going to do much. Graveler's scary. We cut its attack by half, so maybe we'll be able to tank a Rock Throw or something. Magnitude don't matter. It don't matter, dude. Dude, Cool Hat is thugging it out. He's doing great. Only 5 Water Pulses left. Yo, what's up, Caleb? How you doing? How you doing? You enjoying your Friday? Having a good Friday? You done work? I'm hoping everyone here is done work. I'm done work for the week. I hope everyone else is. It's going to be great. I can't wait to get back home and get my Z4 on the freaking road again. Okay? Genuinely. Haven't driven that thing in like a month or two. Have we already been here? Or are we making progress? Making progress. Onix has 45 attack. Yeah, it's absolutely abysmal. All right. What do we got here? What's up, Shoddy? Do you know you can avoid getting lost in the mountains? You can bend twigs as trail markers. Look! Does that not help? If you're ever exploring the woods as a kid, boom. You learned in Pokemon how to not get lost. Boom. Do you think Barrios has what it takes to take out this Jigglypuff? Or do we just go into Charizard and whip out the Brick Break? I think we're going to whip out the Brick Break, bro. Yes. The Beyblade. Text me on Discord. I'll try to get on Discord this weekend so I can show y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I just got done with work. I am drained. Drain gang, bro. Got a crazy workout in last night, but debating on today still. Hey, yo, you need rest days still. Don't forget about the rest days. Look, I'm not trying to make you stop working out. But, you know, if you don't need to go, you're already drained from work, you know, just take the rest day. Your body needs rest to recover and get stronger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How are you, man? It's all right. Like today, just a lot of cleaning, getting stuff together. Got some homework done. I got exams next week, so I should be studying for that. But I really don't want to, so I don't think we will. I don't want to study, so you know what? I don't think we will. So, yeah. Turns out in the DLC, Tatsugiri got a Mega Evolution. I'm about to fight it. Interesting. They didn't just... Ooh, Sand Attack. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. We'll still go for it. Ooh, I shouldn't be wasting Water Pulses. Is this a waste if it hits, though? Oh, let's go for a Tackle. Can't wait to get Strength, bro. Strength will completely... Gyarados already seems good because we're facing a lot of quad weakness water types. But, dude, when Gyarados gets Strength, completely different beast. Completely different beast. Straight up. Becomes one of the best Pokemon in the game. Then when you get Dragon Dance, holy shit, dude. Like, seriously, one of the best Pokemon in the game when it gets that. It might be the best. Dragon Dance plus Return or Strength, you know, if you don't want to use your TM, and Earthquake, it's one of the best. It's one of the best. Let's do a Wrap real quick. You know what? Wrap's not too bad either. Just some chip damage, you know what I mean? It's not horrible. And then we can just Bite. And then this should get the Paraflinch going. Let's go. Oh, dude, yo. I'm starting to like... It's a little... Arbok's a little tricky, you know? It's not very conventional, but I think you can work with it. Glare plus Bite is a good combo. Good combo. We can get a King's Rock on this thing. Could be a good Pokemon. Pretty solid, dude. True, man. I do need the recovery. Just saying. Just saying, bro. I don't care enough to work with others for school assignments. That's the thing is I don't got a choice. I don't got a choice. I got an accounting group, and we have to do group projects. But I've gotten to a point where back in high school and even early college, I was the one carrying group projects, and that's what I'd always do. I was the 4.0 student. I need to get it done. I need to carry everyone else's weight on my back. And you know how freeing it is to finally be the one that really doesn't give a shit? To finally be the one who gets to relax a little bit and just do the work, my own work that we set aside for me, and no one else's work. I don't have to pick up the slack. It's great. It's honestly a freeing feeling. I talked about this last stream, but if you're not a actual like 36 ACT, 1600 SAT 4.0 student, do just enough in school to get by. Do not let school get in the way of your other endeavors, your other creative endeavors, your other working endeavors. There are so many better things you can do with your time than strive to be a 3.9 35 ACT student like I was. It just doesn't work. It just will not work. So, you know, some of you could, you know what I mean? But if you aren't that guy, if you know you're not that 4.0 student, it's not worth it. It's just not. But yeah. Cleaning is great for the mind, helps a ton. Good stuff, man. Dude, Caleb, I cannot say enough, Caleb. You're totally right. You know, you sweep, wipe down some surfaces, clean out all the garbage, clear out the garbages, you know, clean the bathroom. It's a good feeling. It really, Jordan Peterson back in the day talked about it. I don't know what Jordan Peterson does now, but Jordan Peterson back in the day, low-key, he was spitting when he said clean your room. Because that's just a base level thing you can get done, and it helps your productivity and stuff. I know it's corny, I know it's stupid, and I was like, oh, duh, just clean your freaking room, right? But, like, you know, it helps. Helps get you going, bro. What you got for studying? So I'm doing tax accounting, managerial accounting, data analytics and accounting, and that's about it. And for those 3 classes, really it's more about like cost and revenue variances, activity-based costing on the managerial side and like budgeting on the managerial side. Then on the tax side, it's all corporation, C corps, S corps, partnerships, all that type of taxing stuff. And on data analytics, it's mainly SQL and like database stuff. That's the one I care the least about. I'm like, I don't really give a shit about that stuff. So I find Broken Worlds kind of comforting in a way. Dude, if Barrios was here, he'd love to say that you crossed up another bingo. Yeah, they're all right. I mean, I find comfort, like, the world is broken, but, you know, you find comfort in a God. Specifically, I find comfort in Jesus Christ. That's the way to go. Because, you know, life sucks sometimes. Man, these new Mega Evolutions are crazy cool. That's kind of cool. You get to actually experience new Pokemon. For the first time in a long time. Throw it in a circle for the Fly Gang, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Throw it back on the Fly Gang, bro. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but that's what I take it as. Dude, we finally got an Arbok. We finally have an Arbok, bro. Finally, dude. Finally! Finally, dude. This is what I wanted, okay? I know it's nothing special, but on this Kanto run, I want to use Pokemon I've never really used before. And so I think... I'm sorry for Gyarados. That might be Gyarados is gone by the time I do get asked to Dragon Dance. And that kind of sucks. But there is another water type I want to use, and when we get there, I'll tell you. Recently, I saw a picture of this Pokemon. I'm not going to tell you which water type it is. But I saw a picture of a water type. And for the first time in my whole life, I saw it through a different lens. You know what I mean? Sometimes you look at something so much, you just get used to how it looks. And you don't really look at it differently. But I saw this Pokemon, and I saw it at a different angle. I just sort of looked at it differently. And I went, that is the cutest shit ever. That is like the cutest Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. And now I'm going to use it. I'm going to try and find a way to fit into our team. It's going to be awesome. I'm not going to tell you which water type it is, but like genuinely, it shot up my rankings of Pokemon by like 20 spots, dude. There's a video on YouTube that goes more in depth on why Broken Worlds are comforting. Interesting. Let's go, dude. Oh, freaking... Finally, dude. Oh, look at that sprite. Oh, Arbok sprite is so good in this game. Your second live stream? Freaking wow, you're grinding the live streams, bro. It's gotta be relaxing, dude. Good relaxing day. I'm glad I could help be relaxing for you, brother. What do we got here, bro? Oh. Modest. I forgot. It's really got a middling nature. But hey, Bite's gonna do more than it usually would. I'm actually liking Bite more than Poison Sting. Honestly. Bite will probably do more than Poison... Yeah, definitely does more than Poison Sting. I think Bite's the move. Honestly, Modest ain't too bad. Okay? It's not gonna hit as hard physically. So it's like maximum potential damage isn't gonna be as high. But, and I would prefer like maybe a special attack boosting nature that doesn't hit his attack stat. But on the bright side, we're faster. Nice, we got an Oranberry. We're faster. We're not losing speed. We can stay a little bit bulk. Ooh, I just dropped my Special Edition Xenoblade Chronicles 2 controller. Let me check Arbok's stats again. Yeah, he's got some bulk. He's just all around pretty bulky. So it's like we're losing 9.5 points in attack, but we're gaining 6.5 in special attack. You know, I don't know if I like that trade, but I think Paraflinch with Bite's going to be the move. So we're just going to rock with it. Ooh, there's an item up there. I don't want to miss that item. Arbok's so cool. I wish I knew someone to trade him over to my Leaf Green. Dude! Bro. Squeakin' Club, if we could meet up, I totally would. Actually, I'll DM you later. I'll DM you later. Hold on. Slowpoke. Dude, we still have no answer for a Psychic type. Genuinely. We Lowkirk genuinely got no answer for a Psychic type, bro. I did watch 4-hour live stream at 10 in the morning. Dude, hell yeah. That sounds like a good day, bro. Honestly. Honestly. I just didn't expect the Pokemon that's literally a sushi to get a Mega Evolution. Yeah, me too. I thought it was like a new enough Pokemon where they just kind of like weren't gonna like give it one, but here we are, bro. My shiny Arbok doesn't have Intimidate, so I don't use it. Damn, no way! Dude, that's so sad, actually. See, that's a problem with shinies sometimes. Is you get the wrong ability, and it's like, damn. I know, you know, people complain about natures as well. Oh, I've got a Gyarados with Bite. So, never mind. I think we do have an answer for Psychic types. But, dude, that sucks, dude, because Intimidate's the only reason I'd use Arbok. Well, not... Obviously, I just like how it looks, but, like, the Intimidate just upgrades it so much that it's like, okay, now this is a viable Pokemon. Now, this is the Pokemon I want to use. Dude, I am realizing, though, like, another part of what makes Psychic types so busted in this game is that you literally have no Dark types. Kanto has no Dark types. And so, Psychics can just spam Psychic, the move, and it's hitting everything. It's hitting anything that comes out. Even if it's for, like, diminished, you know, non-super effective damage, it's still hitting you with a stab Psychic, most likely. So that is a pretty goated Pokemon. Yo, Tatsugiri and Dondozo in VGC. Yeah, I know those names because I watched Wolfie VGC videos. And he says them. And he says those names, bro. Dude, we should Dude, I'm going to be honest. We should totally shiny hunt one of the legendary birds. Like, I want to shiny hunt a Zapdos. Because I love Zapdos. I don't know if you guys would be down for that. Because that is a very boring stream. But I would totally be down to shiny hunt a Zapdos. It's probably my favorite legendary next to Zekrom. There's actually a ton of cool legendaries. But I would say Zapdos and Zekrom are up there. Probably my favorites. You also got Thunderous T, though. Thunderous T is one of my favorites, too. All right. I think we're getting close to the exit. Don't try anything funny in the dark. Okay. Psychic types are just fine nowadays. Yeah, they sort of got leaped by fairy types. You guys notice that? Like, the psychic type used to be the baller on the street. You know what I mean? Like, the baller on the block. And now, it's fairy. Like, everything that made psychic so good, it's just like fairy's the new head honcho. You know what I mean? You know, especially because it, like, completely walls dragons. Which is, like, the second best type in the game. Dude, I'm loving Charizard's moveset right now. I'm sorry, but, like, the moveset Charizard gets, you can't hate on it. Like, I know I love Squirtle. But having this moveset, plus Wing Attack, plus Flamethrower, maybe get rid of Metal Claw, like, that's a good freaking moveset. And maybe instead of Wing Attack, Fly, that's a great moveset, bro. Great moveset. I use Gyarados' Bite a lot for Psychics in my run. Well, yeah, that's good. Because, you know, I kind of forgot that it had Bite. Because I just spammed Water Pulse the last 30 minutes. But that's totally the move, dude. Totally. Suicune Club's got the strap, bro. Because, like, you do have no Dark type. So, really, your options are just Pokemon that can use Bite. Gyarados can use Bite. Arbok can use Bite. Problem is it's poison. So, it's pretty vulnerable to Psychic types. But, dude, I think I'm really going to like using this Arbok. Especially when we get access to Sludge Bomb. I think that's going to be the move. Let me look at what it has again. I think Sludge Bomb. Where do we get Sludge Bomb in FireRed? Sludge Bomb location. Rocket Warehouse on 5 Island. Oh, so it's post-game? Oh, yeah, it's post-game. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. Damn. That's okay. Damn. Oh, it's got acid, though. It gets acid. Never mind. It gets acid, so we're chilling. I'm not too worried about it. Trying to look at what other moves it can get. Return, but we just use strength there. Giga Drain's pretty cool. That's Aura. Giga Drain. TM. Defeating Erica. Dude, after we get Erica, I think I might give Barrius Giga Drain. That would be cool. That would be cool. It's got modest nature. It helps take on the ground types that it's weak to. I'm going to say Giga Drain might be the move there. Boom. Meow. Dude. Otis, thanks for suggesting Meowth with pickup, dude. As the HM boy. It's good, bro. My favorite legendaries are Reshiram, Miraidon, and Galarian Moltres. Yo, the Galarian legendary birds low-key grew on me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big hater on new Pokemon, but, like, those grew on me big time. Really like them. Dude, Mega Punch on Charizard is so... It's so aura, dude. It's so aura. You can't hate on it, bro. Yeah. Squirtle also has Bite. Oh, yeah, that's right. No. Still not the move. Just trolling. I'm a huge Squirtle guy. I'm just gonna stand Charizard while I have it on this playthrough. Yeah. Another Gen 9 Pokemon that got a Mega Evolution's Baxcalibur. Ah. Did they finally make it not look like a balding man? They finally fixed that? Not sure. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Yeah, nice try. Remember, this rat, I will never capture a rat. Never. Not until it's the 150th Pokemon. Literally. I mark my words, gang. It's going to be the 150th Pokemon we catch on this save file. On the Flyboy FireRed save file, bro. I think the move is I'm going to start a Leaf Green game, trade over Bulbasaur, then start it again with Squirtle. So then I can get all the... Oh, shoot. But I do want to get Suicune. Or, not Suicune. Entei. Dude, I'm not doing this again. Because I'm on my second playthrough on my actual FireRed copy to get the final legendary dog. Legitly, for my Emerald National Dex. I don't know if I want to play Leaf Green again. Dude, the cries, the wild cries, they're just these little things. I mean a ton in older game and like smaller games like this. Like the cries in the wild, it's just awesome. It just adds that flair, you know? Something that even if you just have overworld Pokemon, that doesn't add the same flair. You know what I mean? Because it really makes the game feel like the Pokemon are like hidden. You know what I mean? And you can kind of hear them in the background. It's really cool. Really cool vibe. Galarian Moltres is better than Kanto Moltres. I don't know if I'd go that far. It's a good look. I don't know if I'd go that far, though. It looks cool. I know. It's the aura, the dark. You know, it looks dope. But, like, I don't know if I'd go that far. All right, let's Titmog this Pidgey. Get it? Oh, wait. Tit isn't a bird, right? I thought it was a bird. Yeah, Tit is a bird. Okay, good. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I thought it was a funny play on words, but I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't confident that it was an actual play on words. I was like 60% in on it. But yeah, we're Titmogging this Pidgey. Damn it. Well, hey, it's Mr. Mime's getting some EXP. I think I'm gonna give Executor Giga Drain. That's a good choice. Executor's a good Pokemon too. Galarian Moltres is low-key peak. Yeah, it is good. It is good. I kind of, you know, I'm just kind of a simp for Kanto Pokemon low-key. Maybe. Dark Flying's a better typing. Fire Flying's volatile yet good typing. Yeah, the typing, it's good. Like I'm not gonna complain about I'm not gonna complain about the Galarian Kanto birds because they're awesome. Just like something about the Kanto. Can I just say there's something magical about the Kanto Pokemon? This sounds like Unk stuff, but remember my top 3 Pokemon are all Gen 3 mons. I'm a Gen 3 simp. I played Fire and Leaf Green as a kid, but Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald had my heart. I'm gonna be honest. Literally every single one of the Kanto Pokemon, every single one, even the shitty ones, even the ones no one gives a shit about, are just so good. Just so good. Okay? And the Pokemon I was talking about earlier that I'm gonna put on this team, but I finally saw it in a different light. There's got to be something here. There's no way they just... maybe it's just a red herring. Just throwing you off a bit. There is just something about every single Kanto Pokemon that's just magic. You know what I mean? I know this is going to sound like Unk Wisdom. Not Unk Wisdom, like Unk Boomerisms. But, yeah, that's just what I believe. There's something to all of them that just makes them special. We'll see. We'll use Arbok for the first time. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what Arbok's got, brother. Let's see what Arbok's got. Got through Rock Tunnel, finally. I wish this game had Torterra so bad. That'd be pretty cool. There's ROM hacks with that, though. Like Otismar, I'm sure you could ROM hack a game and try Torterra. See how it'd fare in Gen 3. I'm curious to see which other rogue Pokemon Mega Evolutions I'm going to fight. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Yo, this back sprite is so good. Yo, damn. Oh, and he's fast. Oh, ooh. That bite did damage, bro. I know it's against a Pidgey, but that bite did damage. I like that. I wish Poison Fang was a level up move and not an egg move. But you can't really breed in this game until post game, so we're just going to have to dill. We're just going to have to dill. But yeah, Johto has a weak regional dex. Johto's second, and the worst regional dex is Diamond and Pearl Sinnoh. See, I don't know, though. I mean, maybe, because Kanto's got maybe the best. Hoenn up there. Univa's got a great regional dex. Univa in Black and White, too, probably has the best in terms of selection, but, like, not too much. I don't know, though. It does lean into the too much. Platinum's got a really good dex. Probably my favorite. Yeah, you might be right, actually. I do like Johto, but I think Bite should be good. Maybe we get a flinch in there. Well, I guess don't be Mr. Mime. Okay, good. Yeah, Charizard says catch this Ember. Let's go. As a Johto Glazer, I think we had a decent roster. No, it's not bad. Dude, I love Johto. I love Johto. The Pokemon themselves are awesome. I think a lot are just... I think what Alex is getting to is that a lot of the Johto Pokemon are just locked to the post-game for no reason. And the post-game, I'm going to be honest, is not even that good. Pause. I know. It's a whole second region. That's not what I meant. The post-game in the Gen 2 games and Gen 4 remakes, it's awesome for world building. But in terms of team building, you're probably sticking with the team you have from Johto. Okay, let's just be honest. You're not spending a lot of time grinding. You could beat every single gym leader and red without a ton of grinding. And so I find that limiting new Pokemon to Kanto in the post-game just doesn't work. Because, like, I'm sorry. Getting a Larvitar and getting up to Tyranitar... Because can't you only get Larvitar at Mount Silver? Larvitar location Silver. Yeah, Mount Silver. And it's like, no, I would love to use a Larvitar in the game itself. Because then the grinding just comes with the natural progression of the game. So I think that's what Alex is probably getting at. But the Pokemon themselves are great. Some of the greatest Pokemon of all time straight up just come from Johto. Okay, I'm talking Scizor. I'm talking Crobat. I'm talking Tyranitar, Suicune, Entei, Raikou. That's cheating because they're legendaries. I'm talking Murkrow, Sneasel, Houndoom, and all those Pokemon I just said are, except for Crobat, are like locked to the post game. So it's kind of like, wow, dude. Scizor's the GOAT. Yep, Caleb knows, bro. Kanto, I cut slack to being the first. I don't think you need to cut Kanto slack. I think genuinely Kanto's regional dex just holds up. It is just like the best, straight up. Like you don't need to like, I don't think you need to make like a disclaimer for it. I think it's just the best. Chestoberry, dude. Meowth is going to be so clutch for Erica. Because the 150. Name a better regional dex with the best... Like, name a better... Not just regional dex, like, generational dex that has a better selection and better distribution of, like, Pokemon than Kanto. It just did it the best, you know what I mean? I'm going to do the main story of the DLC first, then do side quests. That's the move to do it. That's what I did for any Xenoblade game. That's what I do. Because it's like, sometimes you get caught up in the sauce and you don't even get through the story. And it's like, okay, I'm playing Xenoblade for the story. But I just spent the last 4 hours doing a bunch of random bullshit side quests. So, that's what I do. Johto's heavily carried by the cross-gens and Tyranitar and Scizor. Well, yeah, because that's what Johto's dex really is. It's supposed to be like a... It's supposed to build on Kanto's dex as if Kanto's dex was going to be the staple, you know what I mean? So, if that makes sense. I'm kind of just talking out my ass right now, so... Kanto for real has that magic, like Japan's ultimate coming-of-age story. Super unique how you can experience it without being able to read. I don't think there's anything quite like it. Yeah, dude, Kanto, these games, I think that's what makes Fire and Leaf Green so good. They might be the best remakes in Pokemon. And I know people aren't going to like to hear that because of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But Fire Red Leaf Green recaptures exactly what it's like from Red, Blue, Yellow about just Japan, you know? Like you were saying. It's just like, ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that miss. Hey, we're just trading misses at this point. But it's got that magic to it, you know? And Fire and Leaf Green loses none of it, in my opinion. Maybe this is different for those who grew up with it, like Suigen Club. I know you grew up with Red Blue. But, like, it's got that magic. You know what I mean? It's just great. I remember playing as a kid when I couldn't read. It was awesome. Kanto isn't terrible, but not good. I'm going to disagree there. Eclipse. I think Kanto is legitimately one of the best Pokemon games of all time. Personally, unfortunately, gets really crowded because of the DS games. But, like, I've said this before these games came out on Switch. Like, this is the pure distillation of Pokemon. That's still palatable for modern audiences. Like, Red, Blue, and Yellow, they're kind of... I've played them. They're kind of annoying to play through. They're old, you know. The age shows. They're great games. No, that's why we're here. They're great games. It's just, like, not really reflective of where we're at in terms of Pokemon. Fire and Leaf Green has that old charm. There's no physical special split, but yet it's still modern enough to where you can, like, really just go through it. But it doesn't take away from the old... I don't know. It's just balance. It just straddles that line of being a faithful remake and, like, a new remake very well. Very well. And this Rockto's not going to do shit. Good luck, Onyx, bro. Most of the best Pokemon literally come from Sinnoh. What nonsense are y'all spewing? I'm not saying Sinnoh's bad. I don't know where I ever said that. I just glazed Staraptor. I think, like... What, like, I don't know how long ago it was, but I was just glazing Staraptor. But, no, it's like every single Kantomon is special. Like, every single one is special. It's awesome. It's very unique. Like, let's be honest. You know, Sinnoh's got, you know, Chingling. You know what I mean? It's got, you know, I don't want to hate too hard because Sinnoh's also really good, but it has some stinkers. Kanto, I just think doesn't, and people will always point to the usual suspects. Like, what about Goldeen? What about Seal? It's like, okay, but these Pokemon are still awesome and auriful. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, maybe I'm just blinded, but no, because I have more nostalgia for Sinnoh and Pearl. We've got it, dude. I don't want to listen to that song for another second or else I'll kill myself. What will kill me first, the Lavender Town theme or accounting? Most Excadrill unlocked Tyranitar. Yeah, I mean, let's not ignore the fact Tyranitar was the GOAT before Excadrill. It's just they're an amazing tandem. Okay, it's like Shaq and Kobe. Okay, is that a good example? You know what I mean? Like, Shaq was still amazing before he ended up on the Lakers with Kobe Bryant. You know, Shaq was one of the best. Still, it's just with those two together, 3 finals in a row. You know what I mean? Or not 3 in a row. Was it like 2 in a row and then 1 more? Was it 3 in a row? I can't remember. But kind of like Shaq, you know. Tyranitar was already Shaq, you know. He was already goated. Like, but pairing him up with Kobe, that really unlocked the magic sauce. You know what I mean? But yeah. I'm referring to the regional decks, not the games. But it's like, no, I genuinely believe Kanto's Pokédex might be the best. Might be the best. Straight up. I say Platinum has the better regional decks. Fair enough. It was 3 in a row? Okay. Fair enough. No, Platinum's probably tied, in my opinion. Platinum and any Gen 1 game, I think, are the best. Black and White 2, I think there's too much. Black and White 1, I will be honest, there are stinkers in Black and White 1. There are stinkers in the Unova decks. Sorry. Even though they are my favorite games, I think the Pokemon selection is a little mid. And 159? Yo. Dude, I'm killing myself. I'm killing myself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. This song. I can't take it anymore. Oh my gosh. Nah. Bruh. So now we're at Pokemon Tower. We can't see ghosts until we get the Sylph Scope. So we'll fight this guy still, though. Hi, kid. Want to see my Pokemon? Relax. Relax. The Pokemania, the show being so everywhere at the time, made finding almost every Kantomon an exciting experience. The world's reaction to Pokemon definitely added to the whimsy and adventure. I wasn't there. Obviously, I'm too young. But whenever I'd watch those old videos about Pokemania on YouTube when I was a kid, I was always jealous because, like, damn. Now everyone freaking hates me because I like... Now everyone thinks I'm a freaking nerd because I like Pokemon. Everyone thinks I'm a stupid chud. You know what I mean? Still kind of like that. Still kind of like that. But it's like... now everyone kind of likes Pokemon again. You're not really a chud. You're just a chud if you like Gen 1 too much. You're just a chud if you like Kanto too much. But I'd watch those old videos, like those old TV clips. Pokemania! And like the evangelicals really didn't like it. And all those, you know, the 90s clips every YouTuber uses. Super tried at this point. I'd watch them like, damn. Pokemon really was a phenomenon. And I'm sure, like, there wasn't any data leaks and all this other stuff. So you really were just like, you would see a Pokemon in the anime and you're like, I want to catch that Pokemon in game. And unless you had the guide, you didn't know where to find it. So you just ran around and caught them all, you know? I think we all have to agree that Heart Gold Silver has the best decks. I mean, it's one of the best games. I want to agree on the best decks. It could have done a little bit better in my opinion, but yeah. Fun fact, Buff Pup was born in 94. Interesting. Platinum is literally the best Pokemon game ever, but Emerald's a close second. Yeah, I'll have to say Platinum's got to be third, fourth, or fifth for me. Because Emerald is better. Emerald, in my opinion. Platinum is still one of the greatest of all time. Is it fifth? It gets so crowded with all these games. Black and White 1 are first for me. I've probably said this on stream. You guys have heard enough. Let's lead with Barius. Barius, it's going to be fun to use Barius. Interesting. This is Mr. Fuji's house, right? But he's captured. He's kidnapped by Team Rocket. I like that Mr. Fuji uses these forms things, bro. And yeah, FireRed Leaf Green definitely captures it, if not more accurately, getting the intended experience of Pokemon. OG Red, Blue, and Yellow were probably a bit more scary than intended, but I like that aspect of it too. Yeah, totally. I mean, I don't actually know, but from what I've gathered, I agree with that sentiment. Can you play Feisting from Beyblade Burst Turbo? I mean, I'll listen to it after the stream. Probably not going to play it here. I'm wondering what's going to be the next Pseudo Legendary in Generation 10. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't look like a bald man. All that being said, Emerald's still my fave. Yeah, Emerald's up there. Yeah. I glaze Kanto so much, and then it's like 6th on my list. It's like, damn. Just goes to show you how good Pokemon is. So there's a Snorlax at the end of this route, right? I think we can keep going south. I do want to get a Super Rod, though. Where can I get a Super Rod? Actually, can't I get a Super Rod from someone on this route, actually, right? Is there an item or something? Oh. Yo, this song. Oh. I feel like that Vince McMahon gif. I'm gonna freaking cry, bro. This song's so good, dude. Oh, and just the route, the imagery, the bridges, bro. Let's see. What's this lookout about? My Pokemon's ashes are stored in the Pokemon Tower. You can have this TM. TM27, we got return! Yo! Do we throw it on Gyarados? I know I said I was going to wait for, to just use Strength on Gyarados, but I think Return is better than Strength. I think Gyarados, I don't know, I don't know, I might use another Water type, though. Yeah, double battle gym leaders. I agree, bro. I agree. That'd be a good setup, bro. Terrible list. Like, people who have Kobe as the GOAT. Immediately invalid. Not even true. I used to argue Kobe was second all the time just to, like, piss people off. It was the funniest shit ever. It was the funniest shit ever. People would get so pissed. LeBron's obviously second. Like, uh-huh. Then why do we say Kobe when we shoot a basket, huh? Why do we say Kobe? Yeah, maybe I'm popular, but I hate Lavender Town. I don't know, it drives me nuts. I mean, that's the point, right? It's eerie, it's unsettling. It set out exactly what it wanted. It set out to do exactly It set out to do that. I don't know what I'm saying. Poliwag, catch this Gust. Because you know it's a troll. No, Black and White 1 being my favorite is not a troll. It's legitimately just my favorite game. Goldeem. Yeah, I'm realizing we really don't have water type answers either, but I think Mr. Mime can learn Shockwave. So actually, might be good to start getting it up to a level, honestly. Mr. Mime, you freak. You freak. Honestly, our team's looking pretty nice. Not gonna lie. I'm liking this team, bro. I am liking this team. You know, the Pidgeotto could be a little bit better, but it'll be fine. The Lavender Town theme is basically just a cartoon character was meant to be designed to be hated. Is basically just a cartoon character that was meant to be hated. Yeah. Yeah, right? It's supposed to be unsettling. It's like a Resident Evil game. It's just designed to make you a little scared, you know? Trolling because ain't no way you played that shit and said, yeah, this is peak. Legitimately just my favorite game of all time. I mean, people have favorite games that aren't your conventional favorite game, you know? It's just a moment in time when you play it. And the vibes you get from it. Music. The gameplay. You know? It was probably my most played game as a kid. Black and White. Even after I got Black 2. Then I lost Black 2. I just kept playing White over and over and over again. So, you know? Ugh. What do we got here? Yeah, berries. Berries can thug it out. Berries can thug it out, bro. Look, Plat and Emerald. Look, I'm not saying Plat and Emerald aren't great games. I got both. I played them both. They're top 3. Emerald's top 3. I was like, nah, Black and White. Black and White are just awesome. They're just the best. Ooh, cool body. You bastard. Yeah, catch this Glare, though. Damn, Glare is such a cool move. Glare is such a cool move. Paralyzing someone just by looking at them wrong, bro. Paralyzing someone just by looking at them wrong. Catch this Rat. Dude. Nasty work. Nasty work, bro. Arbok's nasty work, bro. My favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Sword. This was my first Pokemon game. There you go, you know. It's just not my favorite, but, you know, it's your first. That's how it is. Also, Black and White, unironically, I will say it's not shit. It is unironically one of the best Pokemon games of all time. Like, straight up. The Dex isn't the best, but, like, it's got the best story. Actually has attempts to have characters. Music's probably the best in series. The region is my favorite. Univa's iconic, dude. It's America, dude. It's awesome. Let's just go for bites. Let's just go for bites. If we flinch, we flinch. If we don't, we don't. Also, something tells me next year we could be getting Gen 5 remakes. I hope we don't, honestly. I hope they don't really touch it, honestly. Like, it'd be exciting to see Univa again, but it's like, part of me is like, I just know they're probably going to mess something up. Probably just going to mess something up. Boom. Also, Caleb is right. Heart Gold Soul Silver is the best remakes for sure, but FireRed Leaf Green is close along with BDSP, then ORAS. Yeah, I don't know about the BDSP one, but I agree that Heart Gold Soul Silver, FireRed Leaf Green are the best. You know, genuinely, I've played through Silver once. So I'm not really huge on Gen 2. I don't really know what they're like as remakes. But as games, I love Heart Gold Soul Silver more than I love FireRed Leaf Green. I don't know if it's the same story. I know they're like kind of like unabashedly Gen 4, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe the old heads can tune in how they are as remakes. I know, Otis, you're an old head technically, right? Did you play Gen 2 growing up? But as games, Heart Gold Soul Silver are one of my favorites. They're in the top 5. Pokemon Black and White 1 told a really good story, and both games explored human nature. Yeah, exactly. One of my favorites. Also, Getsus, great villain. N, great villain. They're probably my favorites. Probably. They are my favorites. Go check out the Villainous Teams videos. They are definitely my favorites. Oh, hell no, Otis. I will disagree heavily on that one. BDSP is not on the same tier as Fire Leaf Green. They just can't be. On a fundamental, like a purely principle level, like on principle, it just cannot be. Because, you know, Fire Leaf Green are just goats. BDSP are like Diamond and Pearl, but with a 3D chibi filter on top. You know what I mean? Just on principle, they're different. And is a tragic figure, 100%. 100%. He's one of the best, you know what I mean? But it shows, you know, you have a choice. You have agency. You can actually choose to be different than what your upbringing is telling you should be. You know? End's awesome, bro. Oh, are there no hidden items? Or is Snorlax down this way? No. There is a Snorlax down this way, though, right? Hey, I wonder if one day you'll stream a Mega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. I think I definitely could. I played him for my review of... No, my Villainous Team video on Team Magma and Team Aqua. Totally could do that. Gen 6? They're pretty fun. They're fun. They're hoeing. I've already played through Emerald. It's a hardcore Nuzlocke. I wouldn't mind playing Emerald again in some format. Maybe a ROM hack. But... a lot more than 2 slaps, but I'll... That's fine. Yeah, I love how double kick can only hit twice. But double slap, all of a sudden the rules go out the fucking window. Double slap, they're like, nah, you can hit him 5 times. The hell? Let's see. We'll just stick with Various here. Alright, well, I was gonna wait till we caught one. This was the Pokemon I was talking about. This Pokemon right here was the Pokemon I was talking about. Shelder, I always just kind of used to look at it, and I would sort of see the clam as a pair of lips, the tongue coming out. I know it's, like, you know, probably part of the design. I just look at him like, that thing's kind of shitty and ugly, and I freaking hate it. But then, the other day, I just made a concerted effort to look at the little black orb inside as the creature. And it's got those big, cute eyes with a little tongue sticking out. I went, this is the cutest freaking Pokemon ever. I'm like, I need one. So I think we're going to replace Gyarados with a Shelder, honestly. Maybe later in the game, maybe we wait till it evolves into Cloyster. Like, till it gets to a level where it evolves into Cloyster. I know I said I love Shelder, but I think its stats are absolutely abysmal. Shelder DB. So we might rock with Gyarados till we get there. It's got high defense, but yeah. Special defense sucks. Its only 2 weaknesses are special. Let's see what its level up moveset is. We evolve with a Water Stone, so we could basically evolve it whenever we want, actually. So I don't know what my mindset was there. Let me check its level up moveset. What's the best level to evolve Cloyster? I'm sure there's not enough level up moves to justify keeping it. Oh yeah, dude, we could totally just get it and evolve it immediately. No, totally. It gets Ice Beam later, but I'm not waiting to level 50 with a Shelder. I mean, that would be cute as hell. I do love Shelder. But I think Shelder, if we got Protect, we got Aurora Beam, we're set. You know, because Cloyster, it's going to be Stab Aurora Beam, and that's really good. And I love that it's not super fast, but it's fast enough. And we'll get Surf anyways. Okay, we're gonna catch a Shelder as soon as we can. I love Shelder, dude. I think BDSP is my least favorite remake, but at least we got them. Oras was pretty good after playing through again a few years ago. It's all right. I think I like that they actually tried to make it something different, you know? Do you know what Pots is not Clay Pots? Water Ice Spat on a Wall Pokemon? Yeah, but I want to use it because it's cute. So far, I've been enjoying the DLC, but grinding to the point is tedious, but I don't give up easily. Yeah, grinding's probably the worst part in Pokemon games, but I think what this game shows is if you just do the trainer battles, you take them, you play the trainer battles, I think you can be fine without grinding too much. We grinded for Gyarados, but I'm not going to count that one. Because we could have just caught a level 20-something Magikarp later on and got it. We just wanted to have some fun. We wanted to use the scam Gyarados, bruh. Alright. We'll just keep Suicune out. Gust. Keen Eye, hell yeah. I actually like that ability. There's not a sand attack and smokescreen bullshit in this game. I actually love Keen Eye as an ability. Low key. Pretty good. Not gonna lie, Gen 3 was revolutionary, bro. It cannot be stated enough how revolutionary Gen 3 is. Like, genuinely. Double battles, abilities, but you don't have this physical special split yet. Low key, I have beef with the physical special split, bro. Physical special split, low key. Wait, a double battle. See, this is cool. You know, I was just talking about double battles. The physical special split, low key, completely rotted the brains of every single Pokemon fan. Straight up. Rotted them. Rotted them. Oh, no. We're keeping Barrius in. We're just gonna... doesn't poison resist dark? We'll see. What do we got? We'll put Charizard out. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the physical special split completely brain rotted the minds of every new Pokemon fan. Genuinely. Like, new Pokemon fans can't grasp the concept of a Pokemon just not using a stab move. You know, it's like actually like, to them, it is so unfathomable. When they see a Gyarados in Gen 3, they actually lose their mind. Because they're like, oh my gosh, why aren't you using water-type moves? And it's like, back in the day, Pokemon, they weren't just... It wasn't just this bullshit where it's like, well, you need to have at least one stab move that's of your highest attacking stat. It's like, no, you would have fun with it, you know? It was different. Stab was used as a crutch for Pokemon that didn't have high enough stats in whatever, you know, special or physical set that type is in. You know what I mean? Like Gyarados, for example, has pretty good special attack, what, like 65 or something like that? Not really good, but it's all right. But when you count for stab, it's like it's at 90, and then that's pretty good for a surf. You know what I mean? So it's like, back in the day, stab was used to make up for weaker attacking stats. Pokemon weren't just bound to just like put the highest stab move on it. So yeah, it's ridiculous. They're like, a Pokemon that doesn't have a stab move that goes with its highest attacks, that's wasted. I'm like, that's just not how game design worked back in the day with Pokemon. They just didn't work like that, actually. That's just not how they designed Pokemon. It's not like Game Freak was designing Sneasel when, oh shit, I forgot, Ice and Dark are both special moves. They knew, okay? They just thought you would use Sneasel differently. Like you would use Return over Ice Punch or whatever. Regardless, yeah. Anyways, I went through the Elite Four without grinding once as trainer battles. Yeah, that's my plan too. I just want to really go through with, you know, minimal grinding. Doubles would eventually become the official format for VGC. Yeah, that's pretty cool that it becomes that. Physical special split was good, but also somewhat bad as well. Gyarados has 60 special attacks. So yeah, when it's using water, it's at about 90, which is perfectly fine. Like, there's special attackers in Kanto that aren't 90. You know what I mean? That aren't at 90. Alright, so we thugged it out this entire route, and we're at a dead end. So that sort of corrals us towards the west. We got to go west. Let's go there. Alakazam and Starmie prove what you're saying is false, but go off, sis. How does it prove what I'm saying is false? They're just good Pokemon. I'm not saying every Pokemon was designed. I'm saying Pokemon were designed, not all of them, but a lot were designed to use stab as a crutch. Some do benefit from having stab moves that match their special attack, but it's like, no. Like, Game Freak was not retarded. Game Freak did not sit here and not know their own, did not know their own game mechanics, okay? I will prove that right now. Game Freak were not retarded. Ready for this? Right here. Game Freak knew that these types were special, and they designed their Pokemon around this fact. Okay, that's why these older Pokemon suck in the physical special split, because nothing was done to accommodate these Pokemon. Some made it out just fine. Starmie and Alakazam are good examples of that. But I wish we could do this for traded Pokemon. Sucks. But, you know, Gyarados was designed around the fact that, especially in Gen 3, where they finally, or Gen 2, they split special defense and special attack. They really ironed it out. Like, Gyarados is like a Hydro Pump or Gyarados is still going to whoop your ass. But you really want to be using normal and ground type moves on it. So, yeah. My team wasn't even level 50, though, and I hadn't evolved Kadabra, so it was a decent challenge. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Good. I like that, bro. What are we naming Meowth? Yeah, we're going to name it, Deborah. Just kidding. We're going to name it, Jill. Like Jill Valentine. Boom. Boom. It is a better name than before. That's what I think. Anyways, my whole idea is that everyone shits on pre-physical special split Pokemon. They're like, look at Sneasel. This is just horrible game design. And it's like, okay. Game Freak, you are not smarter than Game Freak. I know I shit on Game Freak all the time. You are not smarter than Game Freak. You are not a better game designer than Game Freak, okay? They know this, bro. They know this. Dude. Why didn't it say unalive, bro? Dude, we can't put this on TikTok. Why didn't it say unalive? Why did it say kill? Bruh. Bruh. But anyways. I know Starmie and Alakazam benefit from having stab moves that are special. My whole point is that that's not every Pokemon. And that's not the only viable Pokemon. Again, that's the thing. It's like, the physical special split made every single Pokemon Alakazam and Starmie, and that's just lame. That's boring. It just made every Pokemon like, well, our stab move's our best move. It's like, no. Gyarados' Pokemon. No, Otis, you're missing the point. Yes, objectively, every Pokemon's better off now. But when everybody's super, you can finish the sentence. No one will be. That does not lend towards good game design. Maybe it makes VGC more tolerable. Maybe it makes competitive more tolerable for people. But it is just not good game design. This is awesome game design. Having Gyarados as a physical attacker with water type, this is my favorite example of it. Its special attack looks way worse than its attack, but when you account for stab, it's a lot closer. It closes the gap. So its water type moves aren't completely abysmal. But it's like, they are better. Bro, what you're saying, if factually false, what a little misinformation? It's not false. I'm just saying how game design works, okay? These Pokemon are a lot more balanced. Especially in a normal playthrough. Like, I'm sorry, not everyone... Actually, only like 10% of Pokemon fans are ever autistic enough to care about competitive Pokemon. So that angle just doesn't work. We got to look at these games through a lens of like a playthrough. And every Pokemon just having access to a super high powerful stab move centralizes all their movesets. You don't do cool shit with a Charizard anymore. Because you're like, well, you know, I want to use its... I want to utilize its special attack stat. Or Gyarados. It's like, no one runs return on Gyarados anymore. You just run effing Waterfall or Liquidation or whatever the move is. Waterfall, right? So, yeah. It's okay. I'm not pissed. I'm not pissed at the physical special split, bro. I'm not absolutely pissed. I'm not absolutely pissed that it's a thing. That's why I only do Gen 3 OU. Oops. That's why I only do Gen 3 OU. Absolutely livid what they did to my freaking game, bro. My Gyarados with Surf one-shotted everything. Yeah, and so many Pokemon in this game are ground rock. They're quad weak to water. So, like, Gyarados just ends up being a thug. Yo, Barius, what's up? What's up, bro? You've never been more It's okay, bro. And returns now deleted. Okay, that is true. Brother. Charizard, you need to wake up. Wake up, brother. Wake up. Anyways, Otis, I will fight tooth and nail against physical special split. I have beef with it. Yeah, objectively, every Pokemon is technically better. But... Oh, that's Antidote. Do I not have an Awakening, bro? Bro. Hey, Barius, don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. You're okay. You're okay, bro. Dude, if you missed the whole stream, I wouldn't even be upset, bro. We all got lives, bro. It's okay. Disney XD? Let me guess. Hold on. Don't tell me. Kicking it. It was about kicking it, wasn't it? I'm just trolling. You can tell me, bro. Yes, because that was bad design. That's why they fixed it? No. Now you're just rage baiting me, Otis. It's not bad design, because these are like the best games. Lab Rats. Ah, Lab Rats. Not just wrong. I'm not just wrong. Game Freak could have easily coded it into these games. They chose not to for a reason. They chose not to for a reason. And it's way better. Way better. Way more fun. Way more unique. Yo, it turns out Raichu got 2. I did see that. I did get 2. This Clefairy is about to make me crash out. Breakthrough. Come on, Incel. Incel Chud. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Many moves got deleted in Gen 8. Do not like that. That's okay. It's a new era. They can get rid of it. It's not fixing it. They just went in a different direction. Okay? It's like saying, you know, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. That's why no one respects video games as an art form. Because there's the idea that you can fix a game. It's like, no. These games are perfect. Like, I genuinely would not like Kanto if it had a physical special split. It would just be shit. Now I low-key understand why they didn't remake Kanto again. I mean, I know they did Pokemon Go, but, like, it would just be shit. Imagine playing through this game and you got, like, Gyarados with a physical special split. Just sucks. They even had interviews explaining their errors. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Hey, I fixed the Mona Lisa. It's in 4K now. Hold on. Let me check. Pokemon physical... Have they ever talked about it? I'm trying to see if they ever had an interview for it. The only physical special split the only special split I endorse is the Gen 2 special defense and special attack split. I think that was genuinely like a good change. I don't think this was. They could have made it better too. If they got rid of stab. If they got rid of stab, I think this actually makes it... I think if they get rid of stab, it makes these a lot better. Yo, Barrius. Oh, why? I'm about to reach out to Stream Elements. This is pissing me off. I want the TTS to work. Hold on.
Barrius sent 1 USD. Tonight I commit seppuku in Furryboy Sensei's name. To regain my honor.
No, don't die.
And earn back Furryboy Sensei's
no,
respect.
Don't die,
Farewell,
please.
everyone.
No.
When you look at the
Barrius,
sun, remember the man
no.
I was, and the man I died as with regained honor.
No. You are... No, you're too good to die, okay? I know, like, the Japanese think that's, like, baller. Like, you're on some baller shit if you, like, kill yourself. Please don't. Please don't. I know the samurai of old were like... Dude, like, the samurai of old would see someone kill themselves. They're like, feels the aura. They'd be like, dude, that guy's got so much freaking aura, dude. He just freaking stabbed himself. Nowadays, you commit suicide. People are like, put a shirt on. Put a damn shirt on. Bum. Hold on. I'm looking up the interviews. They've only indirectly talked about it. I use ChatGPT. Game Freak has never given a long, detailed interview specifically about the physical special split decision itself. However, Junichi Masuda discussed the broader design philosophy behind battle mechanics and changes in later generations, which gives context why the split happened in Gen 4.
Barrius, Loki in hell, sent 1 USD. Yeah, twin, my TTS messages caught up to me.
The Epstein messages. You sent one too many Epstein messages. It's over for you. Sorry, I'm just reading stuff about it. Okay, well, I haven't really talked about it. That's all conjecture from, like, outside sources about why they did it and why they didn't have it to begin with. Let me look at. Ugh. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Barrius. I have to do my casual letdown where I'm like, sorry, just send it to the DMs. Sorry. But yeah, dude. No, Otis, it's fine. Like, if you like the physical special split, you can say that. But I don't. I actually have beef with it. And I will fight for it. But that's all conjecture. Game Freak has never given an official position on why they didn't have it to begin with and why they chose to move on from it or move to it outside of just keeping it fresh, you know, like adding the fairy type or adding the dark. I see it on the same level as that. I see them adding the physical special split on the same level as adding fairy, dark, or steel, or the special defense, special attack stat thing. It's not like they were fixing something, they were adding something. I think this edition just made the game worse. You know? Like, people can like it more, and maybe it's more intuitive. But I think on a game design perspective, it is so cool. Being able to see these Pokemon have to be unique in how they work. That's why Gen 3 OU is my favorite. Genuinely. Gen 3 OU is my favorite format to play because of how unique it is. And how much I love it. It's like it's more of a puzzle to me, you know what I mean? And it's like some Pokemon have built-in protection towards weaknesses or doubled weakness to certain weaknesses. Like Shelder having no special attack or special defense leaves it especially vulnerable to grass and electric type moves because those are all special moves, you know? And you'd also think it on the inverse. There are certain types that have inherent strengths against, you know, certain Pokemon that have inherent strengths against other you know, their weaknesses, right? Regardless, like, you know. But the designer literally said that there were Pokemon hindered that didn't need to be when other didn't have that, so he did it to open up the options. Well, now there's Pokemon that are hindered because this is a thing. That's just a non-issue. Maybe the designer's favorite Pokemon wasn't good enough for him. But it's like, just because Weavile's viable now, it sent so many Pokemon down the shitter, it's not even funny. So, it's just a non-issue. It's just basically picking and choosing which Pokemon aren't shit. And I think there's a lot more Pokemon that are just cool to use in Gen 3 than other gens. I need to change L right now, bro. That's fine. Otis, I'm not even, like... This isn't like, I don't give a shit what Masuda thinks. This is just what I think and what I think is good game design. Oh, shit, dude. None are hindered because of this? What are you talking about? Why does the RU rank... No. I'm actually going to push back on this. This is fucking pissing me off. Why does the PU rank why does the PU rank exist in Smogon if Pokemon aren't hindered by it? Why is power creep even a thing if Pokemon aren't hindered by this? This is a real thing. You know? There are Pokemon that are just shit now because of the physical special split. That's a real thing. Why are there lower ranks in Smogon? Why are there just shitty Pokemon? Not every Pokemon is better because of this. I'm sorry, I'm tilted. The physical special split is not all good like people say. It is a different take on the physical special stats. It is not all good. So I'll push back. But that's my opinion. But yeah. What is Cloyster's special defense stat? I don't know. I know Shelder's is abysmal. Cloyster. I just had it up, but I can't remember. Cloyster. It's 45, so it's really low, too. So Cloyster, it's like tanky, unless you're getting hit by a... It's tanky on the ice side, but on the other side, you know. Dude, Cool Hat's locking in. Is this +6 evasion? He's rocking this shit, bro. Oh no, minimize cheese. I know it's game over, bro. Tilted like Tilted Towers from Fortnite Battle Pass. Dude, Cool Hat said, screw your minimize. I'm rocking this shit, bro. Yeah, let's see. Konewa, Pokemon Iataku, Gahanashi Masu, Super Shiru, Superitu Desu. Suicune Club's on that Japanese shit right now. I'm surprised that people play the Pokemon trading card game competitively. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I played a little bit. It was fun for a little bit. Not gonna lie. Loki got me a little bit. Loki got me on it. It's false? It's not false. It's an opinion. How can an opinion be false? Because they're hindered by their stat points, not the split. That's like saying Pokemon... That's saying because pre-evolved Pokemon are hindered because of the split, not because they have less. Well, it's like they're used differently, you know? Special attack stat... The special attack stat and special defense stat only apply to certain types. And that's cool, in my opinion. Yeah, Cloyster is very frail. Otis going crazy right now. Flyboy, what did you say? I just said I didn't like the physical special split. That's okay. No, I'm not gonna say that Junichi Masuda didn't say that. I don't know if he did. I'm just saying it's my opinion that this is just a better design. You know? Like an artist like Vincent van Gogh made the Mona Lisa. He also made Starry Night. In my opinion, I think Mona Lisa's better. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure the technique... Did he make Starry Night too? Is that cap? Vincent. That might be wrong. No, he did make... No, he didn't make Mona Lisa. That was... Mona Lisa was... It's a completely different painter. Mona Lisa was one of the old heads. Da Vinci. Sorry. I'm mixing this up. But let me look at Vincent van Gogh's art. What does he have? Van Gogh was Starry Night. Paintings. Van Gogh paintings. Dude, I'm such a chud for not knowing that. Or messing that up. Like, Arles and Starry Night. Let's say those are the two I'm looking at Van Gogh. I could like one or the other. That doesn't mean like he doesn't think one is better or better technique. You know what I mean? And then Eclipse Genesis just in here. I don't trust you. I don't care what you trust. Pichu isn't hindered by a split. He's hindered because he has less points than a Raichu. Yeah, but that's just like two different things though. Van Gogh's got nothing that good. Honestly, yeah. He's just kind of a freak with his ear cut off, bro. Barius, not gonna lie, bro. I might have to start kicking people from chat that only advertise their art. Please do. It's getting annoying, too. It's like, I respect artists, but, like, you're just using me. You're using me like a cum rag, dude. You're using me like a cum rag for your art. Just disposing me. I'm like a cum sock to these people. Like, I don't give a shit about Flyboy. I just want to sell you my art. It's like Van Gogh, low-key. Imagine Greg House was your doctor. Yeah, that'd be horrible, bro. Because I played the game. I can't even see what's going on in Twitter chat. I should have been here. No, Barius, you're fine, bro. You're fine, bro. We're going to break the shit out of this Jigglypuff. We're not going to keep Mr. Mime out here, though. I was so angry because I was looking forward to this. You're okay, Barius. Like I said, you're okay. You've got a life, too. I'm not going to, like, be like... Darius wasn't here. I'm going to judge him for that. You're saying Pokemon were hindered, but you're not giving an example, so I took one that is hindered and explained why they are hindered. Like, what do you mean? Well, you can't just look at it in a vacuum. What I mean by that is, like, you can't just look at Gyarados and say, well, yeah, obviously, because it, you know, because Gyarados can now use a stab water type move, it's just objectively better. You got to take it in the whole context of the game. That's why I'm saying game design. That's why I'm not specifically pointing out Pokemon outside of Gyarados, because you also got to think about it this way. With Gyarados, it changes the whole idea of its stats to begin with. Because the whole point of Gyarados and what made it at least a little bit viable in terms of electric type attack is now you got to take it on the defense. Think of Gyarados defensively. It's got 100 special defense. It's got 79 normal defense. So when it was hit by an electric type move, yeah, it's quad weak, but it also had a little bit more special defense, so maybe it could tank it a little bit more. Now that just doesn't matter. Now an electric type move could be physical. So now an electric type Pokemon could take advantage of stab, and a high attack stat, and Gyarados' weak physical defense stat. So that makes Gyarados objectively worse in that regard, even though it does get access to physical waterfall. So you got to look at it in all angles. All I'm saying is when you take it as a whole, it is not objectively better. The physical special split is not objectively better. There are trade-offs you have in every part of it. There are trade-offs, and it's wide-reaching. So that's my point. Greg House is a pill popper. I need to be a pill popper, bro. I wasn't even doing anything today, Twin. I ordered Little Caesars. Dude, I low-key thought about ordering Little Caesars today. Maybe we're on the same wavelength, bro. Bro, Greg... We got Aristotle and Socrates talking in stream, yeah. We got mate... Okay, what was that? Why did we miss? We got the physical special split. I'm like... We are like Aristotle and Socrates, the painting. I'm like pointing out on the ground. I'm like, no. It was good how it was. And then Otis is like pointing to the sky. He's like, no, this is what it could be. This is better. The physical special split's better. It's what it became. Dude, Charizard's just missing left and right. What's the point here? The thing is, physical electric types are absolutely pathetic. Yeah, you could say that. But It's like they are a threat to Gyarados. Objectively. But then you're like, why are they absolutely pathetic? Why are they pathetic? I thought the physical special split was supposed to fix that. You know? So it didn't even help physical electric users anyways. But my whole point is like, I could probably pull up another Pokemon. My whole point is, you got to think about it from both angles, you know? You got to think about it from both angles. It's a lot more complicated than just looking at Pokemon in isolation saying, it got better here. Because it didn't all get better. You know what I mean? Now mean? He's supposed to be weak. That's literally why he has less points in the type weakness. How are you complaining? No. My point is, when Gyarados is hit with an electric type move in this game, it will always be calculated using his special defense stat. It will always be calculated using that defense stat, which is higher. They intentionally made him bulkier specially. When he gets hit with a rock special attack move, it's only going to be against his lower defense stat. You know, so it's sort of, they made it with that in mind. Now Gyarados, it could get hit by a physical electric type move, which then means it's now being, you know, it's now taking more damage, all things considered equal. I don't know if that, you cannot tell me they designed Gyarados in Generation 1 and said this thing will have a physical special split in 15 years. You know what I mean? Or 10 years, whenever they did it. Sometimes Otis has takes I agree with, and sometimes just takes I massively disagree with. I'm on his side here. I prefer the physical special split, but I don't know what makes it better because I don't know. I don't care. It's like, no, I will fight, bro. Honestly, I was going to say not competitively, but I like Gen 3 OU more than normal OU. It's just, the thing is, people water it down and make it too simple. There's so many moving parts when it comes to this. You can't really fully explain it in one sentence. And it sounds like I'm meandering and going in all these different places. But like, I don't know. People will never understand me. I'll always be just a loser freak chud who doesn't like the physical special split. It's okay. It's okay. Bastard. You bastard. Bloody bastard. Come on. Not you guys, this coughing. Ugh. Your point makes no... You know what? We're just not going to talk about this anymore. Because I am making points. You just have not engaged with any of my arguments. So it's fine. I'm just not going to talk about it. I will just end it with, I think the physical special split's not good. So, let's end it there. Ugh. Oh, man. One of those days, bro. All right. Hit this water pulse. Damn it. This is all the karma for getting so lucky with that minimize, bro. Ugh. I feel like the meme of the furry kid with his parents arguing. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm very passionate about the physical special split. It's okay. You made it clear to me that I should stick with school. Don't. Do not listen to this guy. Do not listen to this homo. I'm gonna go heal up. He's at 29. We'll be able to thug it out. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. We're chilling. We're chilling, bro. Bro, game friction maker. I don't know what that means. Pokemon game where it's online. You can meet up with people and battle each other. Like an open world adventure online game. Aren't they kind of making an online battling game? That new one? Champions? Whatever it's called. I know it's not open world. Like it's not an MMO per se. Oh, Game Freak should make. Okay. That makes more sense. I'm like, game friction. Like, what's game friction? Now that I say it out loud, maybe it makes more sense. Dude, these berries are low-key clutch, dude. The mouth move? The mouth was the move, Otis. That was the freaking move. This is so clutch. All right, let's keep going. Let's make our journey. Dude, these routes were brutal. Speaking of, can I get a Growlithe here? Whatever Pokemon seed is, maybe that. Am I going like, am I becoming Alzheimer's mode? I don't know what you just said. Is this the Growlithe or the Scyther? No, it's Ekans. Okay, thanks. Could have already had an Ekans. Don't worry, Flyboy. I'm confused too. Okay, thank you. It's like the last 2 chats I just can't really understand. Whatever Pokemon Seed is... Whatever Pokemon Seed is, maybe that. Oh, Pokemon Seed. Maybe that's a game. Maybe like a ROM hack. Pokemon Seed. Oh, Project Seed. Oh, it's a leak. Yo. Project Seed. It was a leak. Suicune Club knew about the leak. I didn't. An next-generation experimental project aiming to connect multiple regions to a single shared Pokemon world. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Pokemon Seed is a leak. I'm low-key just a ghost right now because I committed seppuku. I'm dragging your ass back. I'm finding your body, and you're going to haunt me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab your ghost, and I'm going to put it back in your body. That's what we're going to do. I need my Twitch mod, okay? I need my freaking Twitch mod. This... Oh, hold on. I was going to make this back to LR. I'm not dealing with this. If you see lights flickering in your house, it's me. All right. There's worse things to have than Barrius haunting your house. Game Freak should make an online... There we go. Online PvE game. Be so cool to me that there are trainers doing Pokemon battles or story battles with other people. Now, that'd be pretty cool, too. Yu Yu Hakusho, this fool. I literally acknowledge the electric type one. I literally acknowledge hinder Pokemon. Crazy design idea. Being dismissive because you don't want to acknowledge... No, it's fine. I just don't think it was good enough. Because, like, Gyarados, it didn't actually attack the fact that Gyarados... You're wrong factually. It's just... First off, it's an opinion. Second off, I think I made valid points. You know what I mean? It's an opinion, first and foremost. I can just not like the physical special split. You know? It'd be like hating on someone for not liking burritos. Like, you could say objectively it's a good combination of ingredients, but, like, you just don't have a taste for it. But second off, it's like, no, it's like, it is different. You know? Same with Cloyster. You know what I mean? Low special defense. It was intentional. It was supposed to be frail. Like, Cloyster's design, it has a weak point, you know? Kind of like having the orb in its head, like in the shell. You hit it with a grass or electric type move, it's dead. But, you know, you hit it with anything else, anything physical, it's a tank, you know what I mean? But now it's like you can just hit it with accidentally hit it with a physical electric type move and it's still going to hang on. I keep going. You got me down the path. I'm just not going to talk about it. Man, Fly, remember the Kalos days? I actually remember being there the very first stream for 5 minutes at the start when you got your starter. With some unk saying he was 8 when Gen 1 released. Yeah. Was that Suicune Club? Was that Suicune Club? Who's the unk? Is this Growlithe? You got me monologuing again, Otis. It's not happening. You got me. It did. You got me monologuing again. You got me monologuing again. You got me freaking monologuing, bro. Ugh. Okay. No, fine. You know what? A Pokemon that was hindered from physical special split? Gengar and Alakazam. You wanna know why? Do you wanna know why? And you can't even, like, object to this one. Because they were just better in Gen 3 OU. Elemental Punches. They got the Elemental Punches, and they were all special. And now they don't. And they don't get that. You know? Gengar doesn't get to use Elemental Punches anymore. You can say he gets to use Sludge Bomb. That made him better in some way. But, you know. Alakazam now, you just get freaking Focus Punch. That shitty-ass move. That's all your coverage is now. Back in the day, Alakazam got all the Elemental Punches and he was able to use them. So, yeah. That is the same. That's a physical special split. That's literally what it is. Like, Archeops was made bad with an ability in mind. No, that's the thing, too, is, like, you can also make things shittier by design. You know what I mean? But, yeah. No, that was a random dude. That wasn't me because I was younger than 8. Let's go. Suicune Club was... Dude. Berries... Woo! Please have Intimidate. Please. Damn it. Damn it. Please. Yo, Suicune Club, we need to trade because I want to star me with Illuminate. Or a star you with Illuminate. Then I could get more encounters. It's like the Leaf Green special. And you get Slowpoke. That's low-key baller. Slowpoke's baller as shit, bro. So yeah, there's an example. I mean, I don't know if I had a ton off the top of my head, but there's one. Alakazam did suffer. Boom. There even being a physical electric type move sounds off. See, just saying. Just saying. Wild charge? Like, why is my Arcanine got physical... Why my Arcanine got wild charge? I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to use it, but still. I want my freaking Intimidate Growlithe, bro. Should I run Charizard and... Arcanine? We'll just run both. Frick it, dude. Run Arcanine, Charizard, Tauros, Gyarados, Arbok, Cloyster. Nah, I'm just kidding. We probably won't run an Arcanine. I will catch one, though, because I love Arcanine. Maybe I should just caught it. If I'm not going to use it, I should not really care about the Intimidate, but whatever. Barrios has, like, has a list from everything. A list of everyone's, like, birthdays. Likes, dislikes, favorite food. And Alakazam also... Yeah, Alakazam does not benefit from anything. As the game went on, he just became worse. His Mega sucked, too. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot he even had a Mega. Okay. Okay. That Gengar went both ways, correct, because he gets Shadow Ball. But yeah, like you said. But certain Pokemon need to be brought down. So, like, again, yeah. Some Pokemon were hindered from it. That was, like, my whole point. You know? I'm not saying every single Pokemon did. Ugh. Come here, Growlithe. Damn. That would have been so aura, dude. This reminded me why I wanted to get an Arcanine for my FireRed team. You should get one, bro. If you don't use Charizard, you better use Arcanine. This is just a good freaking Pokemon. I have Glare. What the hell am I doing? Dude, Blue's Arcanine with Extreme Speed one-shotted the rest of my team at the end of my first attempt. Bro, that's aura. Dude, him having Extreme Speed so aura. He's the legendary Pokemon, bro. 271,000 Pokemon died during the special split. Bruh. Anyways. I made my case. I will not comment further. Make sure you catch Arcanine before level 15 so it still has bite. Ooh. I'm not going to use mine anyways. But that's actually insanely good. What does it replace it with? I still want my Gengar? Dude. No. Originally, I was going to use Alakazam, but I don't think I'm going to get it. I'm going to buy a light. That's the move. I got a light and a regular switch. Great combo. My light's also modified. Come on. Come on. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo! Okay. You know what? Bite shouldn't kill. If it does, then we'll just get a level 15. Now we're chilling. Let's go. Let's go. A pile of old Pokeballs. An Eastern Kalos. Oh my gosh. I just caught on to what you said. Did you not see the pile of Pokeballs in Eastern Kalos, the museum there? I caught one at level 20. I had to catch a second one. I like the idea of having a level 20 immediately, but not having bites kind of L. L faps. We're not going to use it. It's fine. I'd like to imagine all of us looking at our own kids and telling them the earliest Pokemon, the adventures. Hell yeah, dude. That'd be freaking awesome. Oh, I'm so freaking scared. These freaking bikers, dude. Underground path. Let's go. I did not even see him. That's crazy. Guys, what are your favorite moments across Flyboy streams? There are no favorite moments. The stream's just a freaking chud playing Pokemon. There's no good moments here. My favorite's the, it was early in the Sword and Shield stream. Where I said, when I got a Lamborghini with the Star of David on top, you know I've made it. Or something like that. Like, you know where I got, you know I took the $7 grand. Like, that's probably my favorite moment, dude. Loki, when he soft reset on the first FireRed stream's got to be up there. Okay, I forgot how iconic that was. I know that's like recent. I was trying to go back in my bag, but low key. The soft reset and then like the save. The bad egg might be it too. The bad egg might be it too. The bad egg, soft reset. Basically anytime I suffer, I think is a pretty hype moment. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Anytime I'm just suffering. People love suffering, don't they? And when someone said Pokemon River and Sea and you were genuinely pondering, yeah. Ponderizing that shit. River and sea. What is that? Alright. I realize Charizard's gonna be... Dude, Charizard with Earthquake, bro? Doesn't it get Earthquake? My joke has returned months later. Hell yeah. Oops. Whoops! Yeah, Suicune Club's got him, bro. Suicune Club's got the jokes that, like... You gotta be locked... You gotta be wired in or you're not gonna get it. You gotta be wired in. You gotta be wired in or you're not gonna catch him. Or I'm just an idiot. Chud. That could also be true. Man. These damn coughings, bro. These damn coughings, bro. What could this mean? Fair moment when he was talking about underage girls and claimed Sora AI. Dude, those are wild, dude. That was the Kalos days. That's some unk shit, bro. That's some unk knowledge there, Otis. Literally everyone here has probably been here since day one. There's a few I don't think you have. Maybe Caleb hasn't. Golden Moonlight, maybe. Caleb Moonlight joined the Gen 7, whatchamacallit streams. Sun and Moon streams. Dude, I love these little underground paths. They're so cute. They're so cute. All right, we're in Celadon. We can take on Erica now. I'm honestly not afraid to take on Erica right now. Like, genuinely, we've got a team that could, like, absolutely destroy her. That gives us Giga Drain. Then we could take on, you know, whatever else. I love the AI, the Sora AI gag. Yeah. Dying to the rival in the first fight. That never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. Otis, I don't remember me ever losing to a rival in the first fight. I don't know what you could be talking about. But I'm sure it would have been funny if it did happen. Obviously. Dude, Barry. Dude. OG Barry. The B-drill, bro. Flyboy was just describing the game as it was designed. What am I saying? Now I don't know. Is that a joke or like you're just being like real? Like just describing me how I am, bro. Wait, we're assassinating her? Dude. Dude, low-key. I joined her on the later half of the Kalos days. Let's go. The tragedy of Girly Pop. That was just horrible, dude. Oh. Honestly, this one's more recent, but also the Bad Eggs. Yeah, Bad Eggs was good. I soft locked myself before Misty. I'm going to have to keep grinding out the small patch of grass. Dude, that's the funnest part, dude. Catch and Ekans, do what I did. Catch and Ekans, try and do what I did. We got some TMs up in this bitch, bro. They stopped designing good Pokemon, started designing... Oh, yeah, I started designing good girls. No, I was saying how it was, dude. The underage girls, by design. Dude, Dig? Hell yeah. Brick Break's good. I don't know about the rest. Dude, it's true. I'd probably give Flyboy my kidney, but I'd probably drink more than... You definitely drink more than me. You definitely drink more than me. But I don't know. I'm probably killing my kidney with these things. Is that true? Don't you get kidney stones from these things? Oh, finally. Super repels. Gosh. Boom. Are those the only TMs? I thought you could get more special TMs. I do want to give Dig to someone. Yeah, bro's catching up to me way too fast. No, don't worry, dude. Don't worry at all. I'm not catching up. Just having a fun time. Dude. Mr. Mom getting Shockwave is a vibe, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I do not like Meditate here. I gotta go all the way back to get that Growlithe. Yeah, go back, bro. Kyogre's a boss in the DLC? Yo, Kyogre is boss, so that's kind of cool that he is a boss. Yeah, dude. Glutathione. How do you say that? Glutathione. Antioxidant produced in the body through enzymatic reactions. Is this some of that peptides, bro? Amino acids. It's an antioxidant in plants. Hell yeah, dude. We're all going on peptides. Dude, I'm having to go to Costco and redeem all my reward dollars for some drinks. All I got is water here tonight. Need some ginger ale and Zevia, bro. Dude, get some drinks, bro. Dude, BBW. Oh. Dude, don't make me nostalgic for my own streams. Last time I got nostalgic for my own streams, I got so black-pilled about my current state of, like, as a streamer that I low-key almost gave up streaming, bro. I low-key almost gave up streaming last time we got nostalgic about my old streams. I was like, damn, I'm not funny anymore. Holy shit. Like, damn, all my jokes freaking suck now. I'm just a stupid idiot, dude. Dude, let's go. I'm grabbing a water stone now because we're going to get a cloister. Boom. I think that's all we really need, bro. Yeah, we'll evolve our Pikachu just cuz to fill out the Pokédex. Peptides mentioned, bro. No, I love you too, Barius. But, dude, BBW, the Makuhita. Bro, remember when she clutch... What battle did she clutch up in so good? Was it against Hapu or something like that? It was like 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Like, moments in history. BBW locking in, bro. Nostalgic for 2 weeks ago is my favorite bit. Not even a bit. I'm just genuinely black-pilled because I'm like, dude, 2 weeks ago I was so much better. Dude, does anyone else feel like that? Like, when I look at old pictures of myself from 2 weeks ago, I'm like, man, I was so much thinner back then. I'm such a fat fucking chud right now, dude. Where do we get our tea from? Because it's not this thing. Dude, you're not maximizing... you're not maximizing the amount of HP you're recovering by not buying lemonades at the freaking vending machine. Remember when you realized Guzma was actually abused? Yeah, I had no clue. I thought it was like some stupid headcanon, and then you're like, no, go. You're like, go read the clubs. It's like, yeah, this club has a Guzma-sized, Guzma head-shaped dent in it. I'm like, holy shit. Dude, the Ramos hate was iconic, bro. Oh, the old lady gives you tea in the EV building. Okay. I knew it was in one of these buildings. Boom. It's right in here, bro. Yeah, no anorexia in this chat. There is current... Yeah, there's no anorexia in the chat. I usually don't type in there, so... We are beautiful. Thank you, though. Thank you, though. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Get good sleep, eat good, work out when you can, get some walks in. I'd worked out a little bit today. We can get an Eevee. I didn't even think about that. I just used Shockwave on my Mr. Mime, and Jolteon would have gone hard as frick, dude. Nah, it's fine. Nah, it's fine. Dude, let's go see our Chud Master over here. Boom. I legit haven't looked at a photo of younger self in a while. Don't. I'll make you sad, bro. Redamaxing and snooze maxing. Hell yeah. We're on our peptides, bro. Thank you, Caleb. Dude, Caleb's motivation. I'll do another pull-up today. I'll do another pull-up today after the stream. Or like 5 in a row. I legit haven't looked... oh, I just realized something. Did Bill becoming a Pokemon have anything to do with the Synchro Machine from Gen 9 DLC? No clue what the Synchro Machine is. So, I don't know. Bitch. We'll fight all the trainers. We need the EXP, bro. I legit haven't looked at a photo of younger self in a while. Okay, dude. There's like a spectrum, though. Like, any picture within the last year, I'm like, damn, I'm such a fat fucking chud. But then I go any further than that, I'm like, man, I was such a fat fucking chud. I look awesome now. So, yeah. Redamaxing will begin soon. What level is Erica anyways? I'm like not too worried because we have like 3 Pokemon that could just wreck her shit. Yeah. I'm too tapped out on the Pokemon lore. Yeah, I like got no clue what's going on. We're about to get huge snowstorm in the Midwest. Pray for it. Yeah, we'll pray for the Midwest. Pray for the Midwest. They got it rough enough just by virtue of being in the Midwest. I'm from Illinois. I can say that, okay? But like... I don't even know if we're going to make it to Pidgeot. Legit just 60 degrees. Yeah, it's been nice out here. So, Synchro Machine was a thing in the Blueberry Academy DLC where you could be your Pokemon and walk around, but it wasn't really that fun. Kind of slow and couldn't do much. Average new Pokemon experience. 16 to 19 inches? 19 inches of Venom. I could take it. I could take it, bro. Also, I like how the DLC allows people to always get mythical Pokemon. Yeah, they're a little more accessible now than they used to be. What we got here? Am I weird for hating my face? I hate my face sometimes. I'm like, I feel like kind of lumpy in the face sometimes. But it's okay. As long as it doesn't make you like start like hating yourself, I would say avoid that. My Pidgey took down that entire team. Bitches were in tears. Come on, so we can do something. He was close. He was close. Dude, this is like the opposite of, remember Valerie's gym in Gen 6? This is the opposite. Back then, it was Chud Simulator. Now, it's like Chud Simulator 2, where instead of avoiding the hose, you're scaring the hose. You know what I mean? If this was Callus Flyboy, he'd avoid the women, by the way. Barry's knows, dude. He knows. Synchro is fun, but if you found a shiny, it would despawn if you swap back to... Dude, no way. Shiny hunting with the Synchro would be hilarious. Just never catch a shiny, bro. If you're nice to Pidgey, it battles better. Okay, I'll be... Okay. Okay, sweet... Okay, sweet little Pidgeotto. Just don't suck ass. At least it can't get fully paralyzed. That's a bonus. I use Scyther for this gym. That's... Yeah, now it's Chad Simulator. You scare the host, and they can't help but love you for it. You can auto-battle with Synchro? I don't know what Synchro is, so I'm just going to let you all talk about the Synchro. I'm gonna be a little cuck, sit in the corner, and listen to you guys talk about Synchro while I do nothing. This is a perfect opportunity for Pidgeotto to get some EXP, so I'm going to take it. Like, perfect opportunity for it. I low-key want to give it Aerial Ace to make it better. But it gets Wing Attack soon, right? Level 27. I'm sure it'll get to there before long. Not before long. Grinding was wave. Oh, so maybe it's good for grinding, I guess. Always avoid women unless they're your future Latina. Facts. No, you don't have to say JK. YouTube agrees with us. They're like, avoid women. Unless they're big booty Latinas. Synchro what? But unironically, Yu-Gi-Oh reference. I wish I was into Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like such a loser chud when someone makes a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. I'm like... I don't know. Because, like, it's such, like... I've told this story before, but there's, like, this 10-year-old when I was on my mission in Montana. My LDS mission. And he knew how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I felt like such a loser chud. Because I'm like, that's, like, should be my generation's thing. And, like, the generation that came before me. It's, like, our thing, but this little 10-year-old's freaking wrecking my shit in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm like, damn. Thank you, Golden Moonlight. Thank you. I hope to be funny to someone. Even after I've gotten past my Epstein pedophile arc. Weren't you peeking in here earlier? Oops. She'll call you a gentleman after. Here's what they don't want to tell you about women. They'll be like, oh my gosh, were you just peeking into the gym? If you're 7 out of 10 or 8 out of a 10 or above, if you aren't sub 7, they'll still call you a gentleman afterwards. Fun fact. That's literally what they do. They don't want to tell you this about women, but if you are attractive in their eyes, 8 out of 10 or above in their eyes, you could literally do the most heinous shit and they'll still call you a gentleman after. Clav speaks of this and he proved it the other day. Literally, can I tell you guys? Clavicular was in a club, and he asked these 2 women to have a threesome with him. He literally just said, hey, let's go back to my house and fuck, all 3 of us, in a threesome. Later in the night, she calls him a gentleman. What the hell? If you're a chud, if you said that shit, you'd be in federal prison. You'd be in federal prison. They'd put you under the jail for saying something like that. But yeah. Top my shiny Altaria? Hell yeah. Yeah, LDS mission mentioned, dude, best. They say best 2 years, but like best experience you can get at that age, outside of like summer sales. Because like, you know, you just get rejected all the time. You could also just try talking to women as a sub-7 man. You could also face more rejection than that. Or you could get married and try to have sex with your wife, and then you'll face just as much rejection, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh! OG manga might still be cool to read as an adult. Oh, I might check it out then. Because sometimes they're like, you got to get into this shit, and it's like, okay, honestly, I can't get into the Pokemon anime now because I'm like an adult. Sorry. Like, I can watch the old stuff because it's like nostalgic. But yeah. A lot of stuff you had to be there, hard to recognize as an adult. Exactly, dude. I actually read the 100 chapters of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga last year. It was surprisingly dark at moments. Solid shonen. Hell yeah. We made it, gang. We made it. Bye-bye, Gust. We finally have... The Halo effect's real. It's true. We finally have it, bro. Clav's the worst person to take advice from, though. Very creepy, though. I'm just saying, the thing is about Clav is that you don't just, like, take... I wouldn't say just take his advice. Just watch. Watch what he does. Because it's not like Clav is saying anything, like... that's not backed up by literally everything he does in a live stream. I don't really watch his live streams. I watch all the clips. But it's actually insane. Because he'll say shit, you're like, there's no way. And then he does it, and then it works. And you're like, damn. Halo was peak 1 through 4. 5 was mid. I haven't played any Halo outside of Reach. And, like, a little bit of Combat Evolved. But I'll agree with you. Because I know people who like Halo, and they say the same thing. Honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga isn't too bad to get into as an adult. Maybe it's hard to get into the card game. It doesn't start out with the card game. It just starts out with random games. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll try out the manga. I'm just not a big card game guy. I did the Pokemon card game for a little bit. I think I'm going to sell my deck soon, actually. And when they start giving regular trainers super potions, bro. Don't get me twisted. I debate my Mormy home is about Big Joseph, but I still love you, man. Christ. Hey, Caleb, don't worry. Don't worry. Look, I've gotten to theological debates before. Obviously, I went on a mission, so it's happened. But for me, at this point, I'm just like, you know, I love my Catholics. I love my Orthos. Love my Protestants. And that's the thing is, like, I don't even need you guys to see me as a Christian. I don't. Genuinely. Like, I don't need you guys to see me as a Christian. You know, I'll call myself one, mainly as a reference to what Moroni says in Alma, in the Book of Mormon. But, like, I'm not in the business for theological debates anymore. I feel like when you're on your mission, you're in the thick of it, and it's fun to do. Nowadays, I'm just kind of like, just let me go to church on Sunday. Just let me go to church on Sunday. Reach is goated? Hell yeah, dude. Halo Reach is the GOAT. You guys are validated. Let's go. No, Halo Reach is awesome. Like, one of my favorite arcs in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga was when they played a Dungeons & Dragons parody, and they were turning the figurines and had to be the DM to turn back to normal. That's kind of awesome. That's kind of a cool, like, concept. I like that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters and art style is peak. I do like how it looks, frankly. But that because I didn't grow up with the anime as a kid, so I was less attached to the actual card game tied to the series? Maybe. A lot of the stuff you just had to be in as a kid. If you weren't, you just won't get it. Like, people are, like, super fans of Ben 10. I love Ben 10. But I know, like, if you never watched as a kid, you're not going to give a shit. And I don't want you to. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to. I don't see you as a Christian. I see you as a flare grunt. Yo, it's got to happen. Maybe I have, like, 4 outfits this Halloween, okay? Leon Kennedy, Team Flare Grunt, and we'll just keep adding more on top. That's the plan. That's the plan. Don't get confused, Suicune. I love you. It worked. Okay, Suicune maybe at a point, bro. Maybe at a point. Every Friday of next October is a new costume. Dude. You know what? I'm just going to say, this summer, I did sell my soul. I am going to be doing sales this summer. Someone finally convinced me to do it. So I might have a lot more cash flow than usual. I might actually do that. All right. She's probably got a poison. She's probably got someone that wants to put my freaking... Hold on. I'm not going to look up... Actually, I'm not going to look it up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw the Chesto Berry. Because I think the Chesto Berry is going to be more damaging to my beautiful... Actually, where the hell's my berry? Oh, it's a berry pouch. That's right. I want to put the Chesto Berry on my Pidgeotto because that's going to be more damaging. I'm going to put the Pekka Berry on Cool Hat. Pekka Berry on Charizard. Oranberry on Barius. I think we're good. Boom. All right. Let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's go, dude. You better cosplay as a Team Flare Grunt, bro. LDS Missionary. There's one. We'll do LDS Missionary as one. I'll bring my tag. We'll do that as an outfit. No. We'll do Missionary. I like that, Sweetcoon Club, because I already have the whole fit. Let's do Missionary, Team Flare Grunt, Leon. What are you selling? Meth? LDS Girl Scout cookies? No, I'll be doing pest control. It's nothing special. I'm getting ready for the next Rogue Mega Evolution battle. I don't know why I feel scared. Lock in, brother. You've got this, bro. You've got this. Just like Sweetcoon's got this. It's going to use a sleep. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that one. Holy shit. You got this, Sweetcoon. You got this, bro. Yeah. He's selling Jesus like the black churches. It's true. I sold Jesus. Nah. Let's go, dude. We got this. Tangela? You ain't standing up to a wing attack. Or maybe you are. Blood thought he was gonna last more than 2 turns, bro. Okay. You know what? If Pidgeotto single-handedly takes down this entire gym, because she's got a Vileplume too, right? Low-key scary. Low-key little scared, bro. Yeah, your Scyther wrecked this gym. I bet. Wing attack, right? It gets wing attack? Dude, Caleb doesn't even know our legendary berry, true? Yeah. Dude. Although I see berry more as a poison type than a bug type, but, you know, same diff, I guess. Don't you love when an item you put on your Pokemon actually pays off? Hell yeah, dude. Barry Bonds Benson. Dude, the nicknames we had for Barry B. Benson, bro. Pidgeotto. He's going to be a staple of this team. Single-handedly took out Erica. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. I don't know about our legendary Barry Bonds Benson. Please enlighten me. Kalos. We played through X and Y. I lost to the first gym somehow with Fennekin. I got a Weedle. We trained it up. I'm like, fuck it. We'll bring Bejold with us for the rest of the game. He becomes a GOAT. He single-handedly... He defeats Diantha's Gardevoir. He's like a GOAT throughout the whole game. He is just one of the best Pokemon of all time. And I'm like, it's a freaking Beedrill. No Mega either. And then he takes out AZ. And like, he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Wing Attack, Slash, Agility, Pursuit. That's actually a good moveset. Scyther. Dude, we gotta start retelling the tales of our old streams. It's facts, dude. Item payoff confirmed. Caleb, you know the feeling. You know the feeling. The item payoff feels so good. Dodrio is my bird. Now, that's a deep pull. I love Dodrio. That's a cool freaking Pokemon, dude. Dude, we're giving freaking Giga Drain to our freaking Arbok, dude. That's just such a cool thing. It's a poison type with Giga Drain. That's baller, dude. Yeah, no Mega. No, this was Beedrill pre-Mega. And he rocked the freaking league, dude. That was him. We might get rid of Poison Sting. Wrap kind of does suck. It's really not that good. We'll wait till next time. We'll wait till next time. We'll wait till next time. Speaking of next time. Yeah, we wanted Mega Beedrill, but its Mega's only an Oras. Yeah, but it was the best. Barry B. Benson. Barry Bonds. Barry B. Bonds Benson. Get all the nicknames. But anyways, that's going to do it for me, gang. W stream. I clicked the wrong button. W stream. Love y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys have a great Friday. I think it was awesome. We got to Erica. How do y'all feel about Kalos? I love the story, but felt the map was lacking. Need to replay again sometime, though. It was solid. I wasn't, like, complaining as much as I complained about, like, Alola. Lysander carried hard, though. One of the best characters in the game, bro. Dude, Drill Peck. Awesome move, dude. Barry Bonds Benson, not Israel. Exactly. He was the GOAT, dude. Anyways, love y'all. Eclipse, Genesis. I'll see you later, bro. Dude, Bubbles the femboy. Oh, I can't keep nostalgia. I can't keep it, bro. The nostalgia, bro. No, Kayla, I appreciate you, bro. I love y'all so much. As per tradition, make sure to hit the follow button down below if you're on Twitch. The subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit that like button down below and comment on the VOD and hype it if you want to. As tradition, let's look at our top five fans of the stream tonight. We got Barry's the Greatest, Caleb, Sweeten Club, Golden Moonlight, and Otis Lamar at 1. Otis Lamar got a lot of XP when we argued about the physical special split. But that's our top fans for the stream today. And a special shout out to our super chatters, Barius and Barius Low-Key in Hell. That's going to do it for me. I love y'all. Love y'all so much. I hope you guys have a great freaking weekend, a great Friday. Always remember, Jesus Christ is King. I'm Flyboy. And until next time, peace.